How'd you two meet?
We actually met in the war. You were crying like a baby.
Yeah, right. Not like a baby. You know, they don't really know human emotion, and he's correct.
What's one of your special skills in real life that you think would come in handy in a dystopian type future like this?
I've got all kinds of weapons training from the various projects that I've done, so maybe I could be handy with the steel. Terminalist, I got to work with a bunch of Navy SEALs and like do hours and hours of weapons handling and weapons training with them, which is really cool. I'm still obviously pale in comparison to anyone who's got real training and on-the-job experience like the guys that I work with, but you know, I can do it well enough to pretend.
In Enola Holmes, I got to learn a lot of jiu-jitsu and martial arts, so I think like that I loved, because I love boxing and stuff like that, so bringing that into Enola and to be able to like really actually know what I'm doing, I really felt like I immersed myself for months on training, and so I think that was the coolest skill I got to learn.
Are you hurt? I am sorry.
Are you not hurt?
It seems not.
I know how to use a radio. An old transistor style. I'm good at turning the dial.
I can cook.
That's a good skill. I don't know if I have a skill that I think I would be the first one to die. I'm serious.
You're a taekwondo.
Yeah, maybe
guy.
Martial arts. My own martial arts background might help. But then again, I'm fighting 60-foot robots. I don't know how handy that's gonna come in.
Work, yeah.
Kick him in the knee.
Yeah.
Side kick for the knee. Yeah. Roundhouse.
I'm good at rallying people together. So I was like, come on guys, come on, let's go fight them.
That's good.
I keep telling you, you listen to me more, you live longer.
The characters feel really fitting to your comedic sensibilities. How much room was there for improv, or did you work with the Russos to kind of tailor it?
Most of the investment in the drama comes early on from your character and your connection to your brother living in Kid Cosmos. We travel across the West, and so I kind of get to be some of the color on the side. And when it wasn't dissimilar like on Parks and Rec, where it was like what this scene needs is a few beats of comedy, and I really love that. So there was a lot of room for improvisation, and a lot of the improv made it into the movie, which is really always really rewarding.
I'm not an improv girly, I will be honest. So going into the film and seeing someone like Chris who is able to improvise just on the spot, most of his improv is in the film, and it's actually funny even just watching the film back, knowing what was just off the cuff and seeing like even my reaction, knowing how like blindsided I was that he even said something. like when we were in the van and we see the mall and he's talking about Panda Express.
Oh yeah.
I just like all of that was improv, and it was so funny, and the fact that I had to keep a straight face throughout all of it was like, I've never been put in that position before. But like that's a true talent, to be able to bring those comedic moments in, but also he was so grounded and actually helped like Michelle, you know, grow, because I think she was holding herself back and she needed a friend like Keats. Just like a great duo, I think.
We need to get to the X.
Who said anything about going to the X?
You did, and he did.
Yeah, we were pretty clear about that.
You were.
If you were to have your own personal robot, whose voice would you want behind it?
I love Morgan Freeman, the sound of...
The voice of God.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
I'm the one.
I can listen, it's so mesmerizing, so soothing, so comfortable. I can listen to that voice all day.
For me, it would be a cross between, or maybe both, Sir Ian McKellen or Richard Burton.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
I don't know, but I like the idea of Morgan Freeman. Yeah, he's very comforting.
Yeah,
very comforting.
Yeah, you just go like, oh.
Absolutely.
It'll all be all right.
Yeah.
Even though it's all falling apart.
Yeah.
The world does go on. Will not go on for everyone.
I want Millie Bobby Brown.
Shut up.
I do. I just make you do all kinds of remedial tasks around the house. Millie Bobby Brown, go clean the kitchen. And you have to say yes, because you'd be my robot. That's so cool.
I would like David Attenborough, and I would like a robot to help me save animals. I think that would be helpful, like a little
Oh, I want to go again.
I know you can't go again.
No.
You actually can't.
Great. I made you do dishes and you saved animals with David Attenborough. Wow.
A marvel of timing. The colony is now home to 1 million goslings.
There's a moment in the movie where you're talking about getting energy from food. Reminded me of one of my favorite moments with Andy Dwyer,
Yeah, of
where
course.
he's talking about
Cookies, that was spaghetti.
Did you know that the food you eat becomes energy? Yeah. Boom, that's spaghetti. Nachos. It's a cookie.
So between these characters, which is the hungriest? Is it Keats, Andy Dwyer, or Garfield?
Oh, wow. All three with voracious appetites, but I think probably Keats is the hungriest because he just didn't have as much food.
Yeah.
Like Andy could eat as much as he wanted, and I could eat as much as I wanted playing Andy, which was amazing. Garfield, of course, is very pampered and gets to eat as much as he wants, but Keats would love to live that Garfield life, but there's just not as much lasagna in a post-apocalyptic robot world.
No Salisbury steak.
Yeah.
What are we feeling like today, huh?
There's really nice moments of Millie's character watching that cartoon with her brother. Do each of you have a show or movie that you maybe watched that really like has that same sort of core memory?
Popeye.
This is Popeye?
Yeah.
Popeye.
Oh,
I
yeah,
loved Popeye.
Popeye.
I just felt like if you could pop that can of spinach and suck it down and really have the power of Popeye, you know, and that relationship between he and olive oil, there's something about Popeye that just always is.
Saturday morning
Yeah,
animation.
Popeye, baby.
I watch it with my brother every Saturday morning. Popeye, Bugs Bunny,
Yeah.
all of that. That's my childhood.
My sisters and I used to watch the Brady Bunch, and we still will quote from the Brady Bunch.
Is there a favorite quote that you kind of go to or?
Pork chops and applesauce. There was this one episode where they said that and we just laughed so hard.
Pork chops and applesauce. That's swell.
You have a great comedic cast. How do you kind of manage for keeping on task and also giving room for improv and letting them shine?
I mean, we definitely start with the script, just so everybody gets the shape and the structure of the scene. They understand what the storytelling of the scene is. And then we start to loosen it up. And even when we loosen it up, we do it for a few takes, then we stop, and then we'll take what they said that was really funny and organize it, have them rememorize that, and then go do the scene again based on the improvisation. So it's not always improv that lands exactly into the movie the way that it was done on set. Sometimes we go, that's funny, that's funny, that's funny, and take these three different improvs, let's put them together. Here's where the story goes. So it's a real collaborative, workshop process that happens on set. It's our favorite part of, working with great actors, is giving them that freedom and giving them that opportunity.
One of the nicest things anyone said about us, I remember Mark Ruffalo once said, the Russos provide the perfect balance of structure and freedom. And I think that is really our process, is like to make sure like both elements are there for the actor.
I'm so confused. These are confusing times.
Each of you has worked with the Russo brothers before on various projects. What do you think that they should be known for as directors?
I think what they should be known for is they make all these, really larger-than-life films. What I think people maybe don't know is how well they work with actors and how well they direct actors. They direct actors brilliantly. They take the time and they understand that each scene comes from the characters. Yes, there are these huge set pieces, but yet there's always this humanity and a wonderful connection between the actors and the characters, and that's because of Joe and Anthony.
For me, I think they should be known for their familial way of support and invitation in making their films, their collaborative nature. It's about a comfort level that you feel, and that's when you have the ability to do your best work.
It's like they'll give you time and space to let you do your thing until they see something that they don't like, then they'll step in and kind of guide you in the right direction. Also, I want to add one more thing. They're highly persuasive. If they're on the phone trying to get you to do the movie, it's almost impossible to say no.
You know the incredible resources that I have.